I'm going in. Look like it's snowing in. This cause I'm throwing money. They think that it's fucking funny, but I'm getting money. I'm getting money. I only live one way. That's Monday through Sunday. See me on the highway. They calling me the fly J. Then they see me passing by. Now they call me the fly J. See me when I drive up. They calling me the driveway. And I got a swing. Man, this Texas is the driveway. Damn, I'ma do my thing. And I'ma smoke that good. They calling me Moses. Every time they see me, I'm burn a bush.
Burn the bush. What up, my guys? I'm going to another show, man. Early show. NBA Talk with Jay here, guys. Trying to get some cash here every single day. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what we finna do, my guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. You could join the channel as well if you like. Share the show on your social media, all that good stuff, man. I don't even care about social media right now, guys. I'm being perfectly honest, man. I'm trying to get this cash, but regards to that. Like I say, hit the like button, post your pics in the chat as well. If you're liking something, and we all trying to cash here together, guys. Let's get straight to it here. For what's up, Greg? I see you, Marcelo, Chris, Salt Check in there, Parlay Pat. I see you, my guy, Bobby Productions. What's up, Clint? Zerling. Hopefully I ain't saying your name wrong. ZOW. What's up, Wayne Anderson? I see you, my guy. Let's get straight to it here, guys. A bunch of games. I don't have looks on all of them, guys, so I'm just here going to bring you the info. You see what I'm saying? First game up, we're going to the streets of Philadelphia here, guys. We got the 76ers here looking for a bounce back spot, man. They're looking for a bounce back. The Knicks are trying to get hot. In theory, they are 3-1 straight up and against the spread last 4 games, but it's the first game of back-to-back for both teams here, in my opinion, but I like the Sixers here, guys. I like the Sixers early and often. Now, being totally honest with you guys, I'm not betting anything until after All-Star break, but we'll still come on here and give you guys my sports betting advice and basically give you points of basically how if I am betting the game, guys. So just being perfectly honest, I won't have money on this, guys, but I do like the Sixers here, -5.5 full game, and I like them early as well. This should be a trifecta spot from the Sixers here, in my opinion, guys. They're off 2 straight losses. They are 7-3 straight up last 10 games. They were 9-1 straight up last 10 before they lost their last 2. We know that they came out hot versus the Knicks first quarter, first half. I believe that was Sunday, and then ended up pissing them away basically in the fourth quarter. Now, guys, they were up double digits in that game. Up 9 at the end of the first quarter. No, they were up 11 at the end of the first quarter. Then they were only up 9 at the end of the first half. And then they, started playing around with the Knicks. Knicks outscored them 32-18 in the fourth quarter. That can't happen. That's just simply unfocused if you're the Sixers there. Now, they came out there versus the Celtics. Now, I'll be honest. I'm still kind of pissed off about this game, guys. I'll be honest. In previous times, Sixers would have got that win 10 times out of 10, man. 2 starting basically centers out for the Celtics. Then Jaylen Brown out in the first half, and you still can't win the game, man. So it's that I'm still pissed off from that, guys. I'll be honest. That's one of the most wackiest shits I ever seen. Sixers supposed to win that game, man, 10 times out of 10. But whatever, they didn't. But they are looking for a bounce back here. Revenge spot versus the Knicks as well, guys. They're 5.5. Obviously, Embiid's questionable. He's questionable every day, but it's another one where I think they just have him questionable. I don't see him not playing in this game, especially in a revenge spot as well. Now, they do have a front end of a back-to-back. They play at Brooklyn tomorrow, but something tells me, especially with all the stuff going on over there with the Nets, that they're going to want this game more. Obviously, the Knicks are a team that's, they might have to fight with in the playoffs. So this could be a message type of game for the Sixers. Obviously, they did just trade away who all just left? Thibault left. It's going to take a time for teams to get used to all these fucking trades as well, guys. I'm gonna say. So yeah, they traded for Jaden McDaniels. They got rid of Thibault as well. So mainly starting 5 still intact. And I want Sixers here, guys. I'm looking at Sixers here. I want to take Sixers in the first quarter and in a full game. What do you guys think about that, man? I think this should be a trifecta spot. What'd you say? What does Zero Double say? He said, I live in Philly. Half of the fans. That's a good point there. That's a good point. Fremont said he waiting to smash the Chiefs. I lean Chiefs as well. By production, yeah, I lean 76ers -6, my guy. I'll tell you straight up, I'm not betting these games today, man. So I'm doing this show. I do this shit for you guys. Personally, I'm not betting anything today, guys. But if I was betting this one, for sure, definitely would be I want to see what ZOW was talking about, his biggest bet of the day. But yeah, Sixers -5.5 should be the look. Obviously, if Embiid is in, it'll go up to 7.5. But Greg said he likes Sixers first quarter and full game. I think those are the spots, in my opinion, man. Embiid should bounce back. Right, great point, man. Philly trifecta easy. It might not be easy, but I do think that Philly trifecta is the spot in this game. Revenge spot as well. Like I say, whenever teams have quick revenge, they want to come out early and often in this game, guys. Sixers, and the way I see the game going, Sixers should cover the first quarter. They should build an early lead in this one, and they should take the Knicks to Smack City. So Sixers first quarter. Let me see what it said. It should be -1.5. Fuck, now I didn't close out the damn tab, man. But should be Sixers 1.5 for the first quarter, guys. Yeah, so 1.5 is few 1.5s out there and -2s. Sixers -1.5 / -2 for the first quarter and full game, guys. -5.5. That's what I'm liking in that game. Should be a 76ers trifecta spot, man. Let's get over here to the streets of so that is one of my favorite games of the day, the 76ers game. So if I'm betting today, it's definitely Sixers first quarter full game for me. Let's head over here to the streets of Indiana here, guys. We got the Pacers laying 2.5 points at the house versus the Phoenix Suns in this one. Now, Suns, they're still without their guys. This is the 5th game, last game of a road trip. Now, Booker is coming back in this game, right? So we don't know who else is going to sit out. The Pacers, obviously, they need to stack up wins. They're only 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games. So they do need to stack up wins in theory. This is the first game of a back-to-back for the Pacers, man. It's a really tough game. I'll be honest with you. They play the Wizards tomorrow, so you worry about that with the Pacers. They have known to put up stinkers on the first half of their back-to-backs, in my opinion. Last game of a road trip for the Suns here. The Suns have beaten the Pacers 5 out of the last 6 meetings, guys. And they are 4-2 against the spread last 6 games as well. So, like I say, Suns are getting Booker back today. You never know if a Chris Paul or somebody like that could rest, right? You're getting Booker back, but they could easily rest Paul here. They got a bunch of new players as well. But think about this: this is how I'm looking at it, guys. When some of these teams that have new players, they could be really excited. Oh, we finna go to the championship now. So obviously they got Kevin Durant, they got TJ Warren over there. They got rid of Jay Crowder. I know he wasn't in the locker room, but it still has to feel like a weight off their back. So but maybe Paul may not play in this game. Obviously he's an older type of player. This will be a fast-paced game, but like I said, I know that Booker is playing this, so it's a really tough one for me, guys, because we know the Pacers are super hungry right now. They need to stack up wins. This line was at +1 last night, so this line has flipped to Pacers being +1 to -2.5. Somebody knows something out there. Money is obviously coming in on the Pacers here. They obviously have the rest advantage, and they can tend to run teams out of the gym, guys, I must say. So first game of back-to-back for the Pacers, but with them losing so many games here recently, I'll be honest, I want to lean Pacers here. But obviously, with Suns getting Booker back, they're trying to stack up some wins as well. But they could really try to do it when they get to the house, when they have their players back. Super tough game for me, guys. I'll be honest. So, like I say, the money has obviously come in on the Pacers here. Wouldn't be surprised if a guy like Chris Paul did sit out of this game. Obviously, it's a back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights, all on the road here, and last game of a 6-game road trip. So, yeah, Paul played 33 minutes last night, guys. Those second to the most minutes on the team after behind Torrey Craig. High percentage Chris Paul doesn't play in this game. That's just how I look at it. Especially with them getting Booker back, they probably go ahead and just try to rest Paul here. That's what I could see. Maybe bookmakers have some inside info. Maybe that's why Pacers has flipped to -2.5. I would like to say I lean Pacers -2.5, but I know that I'm staying off the game. But in theory, if the Suns are still without their guys, Pacers and with the rest of it, Pacers should run them off the floor in this one, guys. Maybe look at some Halliburton props in that one. Super tough game. I guess I would lean to the Pacers, but definitely a game that I'm staying off of for sure. Let's go over here to the streets of Toronto here, guys. So maybe you guys got some looks in the chat on that game, but I know for a fact I'm staying off of nothing super strong. Let's go over here to the streets of Toronto. You got the Raptors laying 7.5 now. It's coming up to 7.5, guys. The Jazz might be a full-on fade here. I'm not saying necessarily in this game, but the Jazz, this second half of the season, I think we're going to make some money fading them. Now, in theory, what you would like to do here would be a system play, which would be fade the Jazz in the first quarter of this game. They've had their last 5 games at the house, so they hadn't had to travel anywhere. Now you're traveling all the way over here to Toronto as well. First game of a back to back, and this is a 4 or 5 game road trip, I believe, that the Jazz are going to be on. So the Raptors, this is their second game home off of a 7 game road trip, but they came in there and took care of business versus the Spurs in their previous game. There's not a front of a back to back. This year they will be on a long homestand. The Raptors should get hot here at the house. Now you always worry about they were trying to make plenty of trades. They didn't make many, but they were trying to make them. So you always I worry super tough time to bet, guys, before the trade deadline and right after. You have players that were traded, you have players that were supposed to get traded but didn't. So now they're all over the place. They thought they were going to be somewhere else. Now they're still in with the same team. So it could really be kind of crazy mentally, guys, for everybody. This is one of the hardest times to bet the NBA. But regards to that, I would look at Raptors first quarter and full game. In all honesty, especially with Jordan Clarkson questionable now for the Jazz, this could be a trifecta spot for the Raptors, in my opinion. I definitely think they win this game, my guys. And like I say, the Jazz, really, if you're not going to make the playoffs, I mean, they look like a little mini Thunder over there. They kind of look like they're trying to stack up some. They look like they're trying to stack up some picks for the future, guys. So, like I said, if Clarkson is out, that's really gonna hurt their offense. Like I say, they just traded away They traded away Beasley. They traded away Vanderbilt as well, and they traded away who else left? So it's Beasley, Vanderbilt, somebody else, man. It's leaving me right now, but it doesn't even matter, guys. It doesn't matter. They're missing a ton of guys in this one. It's a tough game, but I would lean towards Raptors in the first quarter and Raptors full game. Like I say, system play. I think the Jazz are a fade right now. You have to fade a home team coming off 5 straight games in their home gym. Now they head out on a road for the first time. So I think this is a fade spot for the Jazz, in my opinion. I'd lean Raptors first quarter. And yeah, Conley. Yeah, I'm tripping, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. See, that's why the chat be on one. See what I'm saying? That's why. Look, it's 5 people in a row. Conley. They already know, man. Yeah, so they starting point guard as well. This is a whole new Jazz team. It's going to take time for them to get used to playing with this new roster. I think Raptors first quarter and full game gets there, guys. That'll be my look in that game. Set over here to the streets of Boston here, guys. I'll tell you right now, I don't have much in this game. I'm not fading the Celtics ever. Every time I go against the Celtics, they make everything. So it's just going to be a system the rest of the season. Only if Celtics games, either we're taking them in some type of way or we're just staying off the game for whatever reason. And it's just so tough, guys, because when a few times we bet on them, then they act like they can't fucking play, man. But regardless of that, Jaylen Brown is out in this game. Jason Tatum's questionable here, so he may not play as well. Robert Williams supposed to play. Who cares? I'm not fading the Celtics here. In theory, you're supposed. Hell no, can't. First off, guys, I'm not fading the Celtics. And second off, I'm not even looking towards any bottom tier team. That's why I'm not even breaking down Spurs versus Pistons game. It's a G League game. But this one, I don't want to go anywhere near the Hornets, guys. This is their 5th road game in the last 6. In theory, you'd want to take the Hornets here, guys. Obviously, they have double revenge. So they face off. They have triple revenge. They faced off versus the Celtics 3 times this year. They've gotten smacked up by double digits in every single game. Celtics have covered 4 straight and 6 out of the last 7 versus this Hornets team, and 7 out of the last 10. The Hornets are not a bet on team, in my opinion. They definitely just traded away Plumlee as well, man. So they're saying they're going to let the young guys play. I don't have anything on this game. I don't want to lay it with the Celtics because we know that their top players are going to be out, and they're going to show a tendency of not caring about some of these games. But the problem is, when they get to making threes, they can blow these teams out on purpose, guys. So I hope it makes sense. In theory, with Tatum likely being out, and we know that Brown is out for sure, you're supposed to want to take the points against them, guys, but I can't do it. I don't even lean to the Hornets. This team is ass. I'm not even looking towards going their way. Would I be surprised if they cover the spread? No, I wouldn't. But also on the Celtics side, would I be surprised if they went bunkers from 3 and start making everything once again? No, I wouldn't whatsoever. In theory, it's not a good spot for the Celtics. Just come off a big game versus 76ers. Then they have the Grizzlies on deck, Grizzlies and Bucks on deck. So I can almost guarantee you that Tatum's not playing this game and they just don't care about it. But that doesn't mean that they can't still smack up this trash ass Hornets team, guys. So It is the last time Hornets have a chance to get some revenge versus the Celtics this year, but it's a tough game. I'm not fading the Celtics, guys. I always like to give you the info though. There in theory there are things that say maybe look towards the Hornets here, but I'm not fading the Celtics. It's just never a winning proposition personally when I do it, guys. So over here to the streets of Memphis here, guys, and what the hell is going on with this game? It was up to 9 last night. I text my guy Ronald. I'm like, I lean Wolves here plus the 9. He's like, that's the only game that we was really disagreeing on. He leans toward the Grizzlies here, man. So I don't know. I know I'm not betting this game, first off, but I do lean the Wolves here. They do match up really well versus the Grizzlies, in my opinion. Now I know that they just got Conley and they traded away D'Angelo Russell. So it could take, but is it gonna take time? Right? They just came out there and absolutely smoked them Jazz guys, smoked them the same day that they traded the guys away. This could be one where they're happy to get rid of Russell, right? It was crazy because Lakers want to get rid of Russell Westbrook. These guys want to get rid of D'Angelo Russell. That's pretty. What's up with the name Russell, man? But regard to that, now the Wolves have been kind of wishy washy. They'll win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. And they won the last one. So in theory, they're due to lose a game. Let me see. This is the third straight game of a road trip for them. But like I say, guys, I don't care, man. The Grizzlies not playing top tier ball like that. They did just get it done versus the Bulls and that one, but guess what? They still had pissed away their lead and then had to come back in basically in the fourth quarter, had to blow that game open. They're only 2-8 straight up last 10 games. I'm not laying points with the Grizzlies here. They're only 3-7 against the spread last 10 games as well. Like I say, I'm not doing it. I'm not laying these points with the Grizzlies, not versus another team that I think can hang with them, in my opinion. Timberwolves have won the last 2 games as well. And remember, so when you have playoff revenge versus a team, you want to beat their ass every single time this season. So in theory, double revenge for the Grizzlies on this year, but the Timberwolves are still thinking about getting kicked out of the playoffs last year versus the Grizzlies. So yeah, double revenge, same season, but still playoff revenge that lingers for the Timberwolves in this one. They have won both meetings so far this year, but they were in Minnesota. So this is their first going over there in Memphis. In my opinion, listen to me. The first game of the season they went in Memphis and didn't get no playoff revenge. So they're 2-1 versus the Grizzlies so far this year, but 0-1 over there in Memphis as well. So the home team has won all 3 meetings, but for some strange reason, I still lean to the Wolves here, and because obviously without Steven Adams, the offense is totally different versus the Grizzlies. For the Grizzlies, and if you can stop them from getting in transition and turn it into a half-court game, that's how you beat the Grizzlies, in my opinion. I think the Wolves can do that. Obviously, you're going to need Gobert. You're going to need Kyle Anderson in there. Now, Conley is game time decision. He could possibly play in this game. That's going to be interesting. But even without him, Anthony Edwards can get it done running the show. And they have Jordan McLaughlin back as well off the bench, guys. So still have a couple of point guards. But I can tell you, Kyle Anderson is really important to this Timberwolves team, guys. He meshes well with Gobert. Gobert, and Edwards all mesh together well. So I'll tell you this right now. If Gobert and Kyle Anderson in this game, I'd look towards the Wolves here. I agree with this line coming down from 9 to 7 this morning. I'm not sure what the books know in this one, but I agree with that line move, guys. Like I said, it was 9 last night. And it's down to 7 now, guys. So not sure what they know. Sean says it's Grizzlies or nothing for him. They can turn up at the house. Yeah, they can, man. But I don't know, man. He said Memphis would smoke them in Memphis. Yeah, they're in Memphis. They're in Memphis tonight, my guys. So hey, if you like the Grizzlies, take them, man. But this is one I'd maybe wait to see what's up with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. I must say, if those two play, I think the Wolves can really match up well versus the Grizzlies. But like I say, I'm not betting it. And my guy Ronald, he pulls the systems and stuff. He says he likes Grizzlies here. So it says 6.5 now, man. Say something going on with this game, bro. I don't know. I don't really like going against line movement like that. I feel like it's like they don't move that line for a reason, man. But look at my guy LJ in the chat say Memphis Fridays first half 22-7 against the spread first half at the house. They ball out at the house. Sonny says Jay, Raptors going to be an ATS machine. I believe it. I think they're going to smack up them Jazz today, man. I think they're going to smack them up. But let's get over here to the streets of Miami here, guys. It's one look for me that I would be looking at in this game, and that's the Heat team total over in this one, guys. Let me just see what it is real quick. So Heat team total over is sitting at 116.5. I think if you're betting this game, that's what you want to bet. Now, do you want to lay 12.5? 10 points with 12 points with the Heat. Personally, I don't. Now, the Rockets did just trade away Gordon. Let's see who else did they. I'm pretty sure it was only so they traded away Gordon, they traded away Darius Matthews. So not too huge because I mean Gordon is going to take a hit on their offense, but they didn't really like Gordon, so they could be a situation where they're happy that Gordon's gone. Do I know? No, I don't know, but let me see. They got Justin Holiday, they got Frank Kaminsky. Who knows what they're gonna buy out? The Rockets don't want to win games, man. I'm sorry, but guess what? What I'm not doing, I'm not laying 12 points with the Heat. In theory, they're supposed to smoke this team. You know what? I hope this is a close game. The Heat play in Orlando tomorrow, man. I hope this is a close game, but regards to that, Heat are supposed to be in like must win type of mode, right? They have not. If you're trying to make the playoffs and trying to get a higher seed, you got to start winning games now when you've been behind the eight ball all season. You see what I'm saying? So Heat are 5 games over 500. They obviously should win this game. I don't want to lay 12 points with them, guys. I'm sorry. It's not something that I'm doing. It's laying 12 with the Heat. Let me see if they've laid this all season. I bet you this is the biggest fave at the Heat have been all season. No, it looks like they were laying from 12 and a half to 14 and a half one time. So as a double digit favorite, the Heat are 0-2 against the spread. I'm sorry. I'm not laying this many points with them. They can have these lulls during the game where they can really let another team come back in the game, man. So if I'm playing this game, it's real simple for me. I would try to fade the Rockets defense at some type of capacity, and I would take Heat team total over. It's not something super strong. I know for a fact I'm not betting it, but Heat are they have dominated the Rockets. They're 4-0 straight up and against the spread last four, and they're 7-2 against the spread last 9 meetings versus the Heat in that one, guys. I mean versus the Rockets in that one. Just real quick, let me see how the Rockets do in Miami. Rockets are 0-4 against the spread last 4 in Miami, and 0-4-1 ATS last 5 meetings, guys. So, but the Heat, they are what 0-4 against the spread last 4 home games versus a team with the losing road record here. 0-4 against the spread last 4 home games versus a team with the road winning percentage of less than 40%. The Heat don't really get up for these games. There's no way I'm laying the points with them. If you like some here, maybe we just play over the total period. This should be an over game. I know the Heat like to play defense, but you don't have to bring top tier defense to beat this Rockets team. You could just come in. So the line has come down from 225 and a half to 220 or 222. But I'm not a total better, and I'm not betting it. But personally, I'd lean Heat team total over and the over in the game. I wouldn't mess with the spread. That's just how I'm looking at it. Let's go over here to the streets of New Orleans here, man. It's a ton of games here today, guys. We're finna get to one that I do like. There's 2 games that I'm liking. Today we finna get to the other one. Cavs here, they're red hot. They whether Garland's in there, Mitchell's in there, it doesn't matter. They win, they smack teams up. They 4-0 against the spread, straight up, and against the spread last 4, 5-1 against the spread straight up last 6 games. So the Cavs are balling right now, red hot. But you know what? Who another team is getting hot? And that's the New Orleans Pelicans, guys. They've won. I remember they went on a 10-game losing streak. Now they have won 3 straight and covered 3 straight, all at the house. This is the 4th game of a homestand as well. It does look like they head out on the road right after this game. So they head out on the road for a little 4-game road trip right after this, guys. So could be a little kiss the wives and babies goodbye type of game. It's, as you can tell by the spread, it's a really tough game, guys. I mean, 2 buy on teams for me right now. The Cavs, buy on for me. The Pelicans, buy on. When you lose 10 straight games, you're due to win 10 straight or at least 5 straight. So the Pelicans are clustering wins right now, are playing well. Ingram is balling out. This team is playing defense as well, my guys. So they just got rid of Devontae Graham. I know that's a huge weight off their shoulders right there, man. Devontae, I hate it, man, because he got paid money and then he just fell off. It's like they stopped working in the gym, man, after they get paid their contract extension. I can't stand it, man. But regardless, it's a new age shit, man. But super tough game. I'm not going to waste your time. Super tough game. Would like to lean to the under here. 2 above average defensive teams, in my opinion. And they like to slow the pace down as well. Where the Pelicans try to run, but I could see this being a defensive game. I'm not betting this game. I know for a fact I'm not betting this game. The home team is 5-1 straight up and against the spread last 10 games. Or no, just 5-1 straight up. The home team is front end of a back-to-back for the Cavs. They do play the Bulls tomorrow. So in theory, it's not a good spot for the Cavs. It's a super tough game, guys. I could see it going either way. 2 buy-on teams for me right now. I wouldn't want to personally, I don't want to fade either team right now, if that makes sense. We want to buy those teams, not fade them. So super tough game. Gonna pass on that one for sure. Let's go over here to the streets of Portland here, guys. Now the Blazers just got a ton of reinforcements, guys. The Blazers, now they're not playing today. That's why it's so tough to bet, you know what I'm saying, even after trade deadline, because yeah, they got reinforcements, but they're not playing right now. So really, the team is still kind of decimated right now. And so they just got Cam Reddish, Matisse Thybulle. They got Kevin Knox over there. Got Archie Diacono, but I don't like that they just lost Gary Payton II. I don't like that. What I just said the other day, and I was surprised they gave him up as well. Why did you sign him in the offseason and then send him back to the Warriors? And that was pretty crazy. But I think that Payton, obviously, he's not the greatest offensive player, but the Blazers need defense, man. They're not that great at defense, but I must say Jeremy Grant could actually absolutely eat in this game. Now, what did the Thunder do? And the Thunder could possibly have a letdown as well, coming off that big game versus the Lakers. I bet you they probably went out and celebrated that, okay, we won on, you know what I'm saying, TNT, ESPN game. We beat LeBron on his night. They probably went out and party, man. But regards to that, I want to lean Blazers here, but there's no way, like, even if I was betting today, I still probably couldn't get there with the Blazers. Are they the better team? Yes, the Thunder can ball, guys. They can, but I hope you understand they can possibly have a letdown here coming off the huge Lakers game. They are playing these late night starts as well. Could be a sleepy start. This is the third straight game that they're playing over there on the West Coast, and it's the last game of their little road trip as well before they head back to the house. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this Blazers get it done here. This is their third straight home game of a 5-game homestand. The Blazers going to make a push. It's going to be on this homestand right here. I remember them saying as well that they feel like they can win all 5 of these games. They obviously lost versus the Bucks on the first one, so they beat the Warriors. Now they got the Thunder. They should win this game tonight. Now, next game versus the Lakers and Wizards, they could win those as well, man. But Dame is absolutely going bunkers right now. I just know for a fact that's the only. So Thunder 0-3, 0-3-1 against the spread last 4 after a straight up win. The Blazers are 0-3-1 against the spread last 4 home games, but they did tough one out. The last, I can't believe they pissed off that first half, man. They let the Warriors in like on a 14-2 run, man, to end that first half. This shit just has me hot, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so frustrated right now. I come on here and break the games down, but I can't bet this shit right now. Shit is literally like sucked the life out of me, man. But with lean Blazers here, full game, guys, with nothing super strong in that one. But a couple more games here, man. There's only one more game that I care about here. Now, people will probably tell you that the Kings are the right side here, guys. I don't believe it, man. But like I say, who knows what, you know what I'm saying? Because shit's been so fucking crazy. Who knows? But I'll tell you this, I don't like the spot here for the Kings. And I also think that the Mavs are about to get some, I think, so yeah, you're right, Marcus. Double revenge spot for the Blazers as well. Yeah, I definitely lean Blazers. And no, I think Blazers gonna bust out here. But like I say, they're definitely missing Gary Payton. But yeah, that's a good point. They definitely have double revenge versus the Thunder now. Yeah, definitely lean Blazers in that one, guys. But for this game, Kings first game home, guys, off of a 7-game road trip. So I know in theory the Mavs, this is their 4th straight game over there on the West Coast, but the Mavs need to win games right now. They've been so lackluster. They're 4-1 straight up and 4-0 against the spread last 4 games. And I'm kind of just thinking last night, I'm like, I think the Mavs about to go on a little mini run. I think they're happy. I hear the beat writers talking. The young guys, they're in awe of Kyrie Irving coming over there, what he can do with his skills and stuff. So what happens when a player of this stature comes to your team? You want to up your game as well. You know, we got a ball. We don't just have Luka now. And I do think Luka is coming back. If you want some inside info, I think Luka coming back today, my guys. So I think we're going to see Luka and Kyrie together. Now, could it mess things up? I don't think so. Kyrie is going to let Luka do what he wants. Kyrie's going to turn into like a shooting guard, guys. And he's going to be the point guard when Luka leaves the floor. I think the Mavs are finna find something. I think they're finna go on a run here. Now, this is an absolute fade spot for the Kings, in my opinion. I'll be honest. It doesn't matter who the Kings are playing here. You have to look towards fading them in the first quarter. First game home off of a 7-game road trip, long, daunting road trip as well. De'Aaron Fox just had a baby, so there's a ton of stuff you got going on, guys. He had his baby in Houston. You going all the way back to the house. You got to, first off, all these players have a ton of shit to do. They've been gone from the house for 2 whole weeks, guys. So there's a ton of stuff you got to take care of back when you get to the house. You got to take care of your lady. De'Aaron Fox dealing with the crying baby at night, guys, as well, man. Trust me, I know them. Those are the hardest few days, man. The first few days when your baby's coming home from the hospital. But obviously they're gonna have a few nannies. But regards to that, I don't like the spot for the Kings. I think they lose this game. I think they get smacked up from start to finish, guys. This should be a Mavs trifecta spot. I definitely think the Mavs cover the first quarter. I think they win the full game as well. I think that they're happy right now with Kyrie. And also, I don't think that Kyrie and Luka is going to mess things up. I think it's only going to help. Either one of these guys can play off of each other, but Kyrie is definitely saying, "Don't force the ball to me. I can come in here and play shooting guard, small forward, point guard, whatever you guys need me." He's going to defer to Luka, let him run the show, play off the ball. It's going to be scary for this Kings defense, in my opinion, tonight, guys. So it's already a horrible spot. I like the Mavs here, guys. I'll be honest. I want to take the Mavs here. I'm not betting anything today, but I think Mavs cover the trifecta. Top plays in this game would be Mavs first quarter. That's fading any team coming home off of a 5 or more game road trip. Now, I see this game happening exactly how the Clippers game just happened, guys. You see what happened with the Clippers? They were laying 8 points. Mavs we're already over here on the West Coast. What happened? They came out there and smoked the Clippers' ass first quarter, first half, and full game, guys. That's what I think is going to happen in this one. I do not think that this beam gets lit tonight. I fully believe the Mavs win this game. And when you've been so lackluster as well, and look at this as well, the Kings are high or something sitting at number 3 in the Western Conference as well. So if you're Jason Kidd, if you're Luke and the guys, these are 2 huge games for you. They played the Kings today and tomorrow, which I do think the Kings have a much better chance of winning tomorrow, in my opinion. I think this game, they get blowed out. It's a horrible spot. First game back home and only 1 day off rest as well. You see, they almost lost to the Rockets, in my opinion. I think the Mavs put it on them here. I actually like the way this team is kind of stacked up right now, guys. I'll be honest. Like, I'm kind of starting to get hyped that Kyrie is over there. See what I'm saying? This shit started like first. I can't wait to watch this game. I'm not betting it, guys, but Mavs first quarter and full game would be the top looks in this game. I do think they cashed the trifecta spot, in my opinion, man. I think this is a Mavs type of day. I got the fucking shirt on. The time is now. Mavs are winning this game, man. That's just how I see it, man. The last game up, you got the Clippers here. I don't have much on this game. We don't even know who's playing. We know that Kawhi's not playing for the Clippers here. The line went down from 4 to 1. Now I'm back up to 2.5. Because guess what? You don't know when Giannis is gonna fucking rest. You never know. Back-to-back spot. I'm not fucking with this game. Last game of a 3-game road trip. Now, the way I look at it, why would Giannis rest? They've won 9 straight games, but they did have to come back from down versus the Lakers last night. And it's not even 3rd game in 4 nights here. Super tough game. In theory, Clippers gonna want to bounce back, but they just made some huge trades, right? So this is gonna be a totally new team for the Clippers. Not totally new team, but they will have to work out some new pieces. They just got Plumlee, Bones Highland, and Eric Gordon. Obviously, all of them are out right now. But what does that mean? That the team is somewhat kind of depleted right now. You just lost Reggie Jackson. You just lost some more. Obviously, you won't have Kawhi out there, so this is a tough game. This is a really tough game. Like I said, we don't even know who's playing right now. Joe Ingles should be back in there. I don't even really have a lean on the game, guys. I'll be honest. It's a super tough game. 2 great teams. Second game home for the Clippers. They're coming off the loss. Obviously, they're going to want to end the Bucks win streak in that one. They do have revenge. They just lost They lost on February 2nd to this Bucks team where the Clippers had the lead. The Bucks came all the way back in the 4th quarter, outscored them 28-18 to win that game by 1 point. So the Clippers have shown they can hang with them. They have revenge. They have the rest advantage as well. I don't know why Kawhi is sitting out this game. It's not the first game of a back-to-back. They don't have any back-to-backs this month. So that's all the more reason why it's really scratching my head. Why are you resting Kawhi here? But regardless of that, I want to lean Clippers, but be nice to have Kawhi out there. But I'd lean Clippers, but not betting the game, guys. Let's get out of here, man. Any questions? I'll answer your questions about any game, guys. My volume is up, my guy. Trust me. It might just be you, AOD. Everybody can hear me fine, bro. I had the same volume, bro. Same volume every day. Bucks money line, no Kawhi, sign me up. Clippers struggle without both stars. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Kawhi off. Yeah, I just don't. Guys, they don't even have a funny number back to back, man. Stop it with this shit, man. I don't respect this shit. I'm sorry, bro. You got fans shit coming to pay for you to play, man. I lean Chiefs. Man. If I'm betting the game, I lean Chiefs. When all the money is against Mahomes, that's when you want to bet him. When all the money is on him, that's when you want to. That's when Mahomes probably works for the books. You know what I'm saying? But when it's against him, Mahomes is allowed to do whatever he wants. I think the Chiefs get the job done. What we doing on Knicks game today? Yeah, Sixers first quarter and full game would be my top looks in that game, my guys. I miss your thoughts. Yeah, I lean Blazers, my guy. The Blazers with the double revenge at that one at the house, third straight game, needing to get hot. I lean Blazers in that one for sure. Jeremy Grant props should go off. The Thunder can't stop anyone getting to the rim. So Jeremy Grant, if he just goes to the rim every single time, he should have a great game. I liked it, bro. Mavs money line, Blazers on the spread, Sixers first half. That shit's hidden. What's the conspiracy on Chiefs? Yeah, the money's against Mahomes. Simple. Yeah, Drake is on the Chiefs, but who cares? I'm liking Miami lay the points. So y'all pay attention to the chat, guys. Pay attention to the chat. I'm liking Miami lay the points. Toronto lay the points. Dayton in college basketball as well lay the points. I'll tell you right now, I like Eastern Michigan tomorrow. I'm telling you that right now. I'm taking Eastern Michigan in college basketball tomorrow. They should be getting somewhere around 11 and a half, 12 and a half, but it could be plus 10. I'm hopping on Eastern Michigan tonight when the fucking line come out. I'm telling you that right now. They didn't cover 5 straight games. Yeah, I don't have any college for today, my brother. I don't. My home State Farm Arena. But yeah, no, that's it. That's it for me, man. I'm finna get out of here. I do have to do another show. Like I said, you don't even have to watch the show at 11 if you don't want, man. We'll have Steve Merrill on there today. I'm doing this show, so doing this early, giving out my looks. So like I say, guys, I don't have anything official today. I'm not even personally betting anything, but these 2 games, I do really have a super strong feel on these games. I'll be honest. And this Sixers game is already going up as well. If you like it, you want to take it now. Embiid should play in this game. Sixers first quarter and Sixers full games. Really, Sixers should cast a trifecta in my opinion. But the main ones are Sixers first quarter and full game would be the top looks in that game. But don't get it twisted. I fully believe the Sixers come out here hot, and I don't think they lose the lead in that one. I think they cast the trifecta. That would be game number 1. But the game that I have the strongest feel on, guys, are my Mavs, man. I'm calling my Mavs. We're gonna get back to the old roots here, man. I got to start following these teams, certain teams closely and stuff. I've been following the Mavs closely. They're excited right now. I think they're about to go on a little win streak. The Kings are at a higher position at them in the standings. So this is a huge game for the Mavs. I don't think they should be underdogs here. Luka is probably coming back in this game. They will probably flip to the favorite, in my opinion. So there's the inside info right there. I fully believe Luka's coming back in this game. This is a huge game for him. It's a phase spot for the Kings, no matter who they're playing. But the Mavs, I think they're about to go on a little run. I'd like Mavs first quarter and full game money line. And I think the Mavs cover the trifecta here tonight. I think they're going to cover the first quarter, first half, and the full game in this one. Fully believe that no beam will be lit tonight. And like I say, that's my inside info. I think that Luka is coming back today in this. We should have came back last game, went ahead and sat that one out. This one, I think Luka is coming back. I think him and Kyrie are going to be better than what people think. So I'm saying, even from the get-go, man. So those are my top looks. But for every game, my look in every single game, no look, the Spurs and Pistons, I'm looking straight past that game. I lean Pacers full game versus the Suns. Nothing super heavy though. But like I say, Sixers first quarter, first half, full game. I would bet those in my opinion. Raptors first quarter and full game. I think those are the right sides. The Heat game, I lean Heat team total over and the full game over. In the Timberwolves game, I lean the Wolves plus a 7. Man, I know it's unpopular, but I agree with the spread coming down from 8.5, 9 down to 7 to 6.5. So I agree with it. Cavs, Pelicans, want to lean to the under. Want to lean to Ingram having another great game, but I want to lean Pelicans as well, but staying off that one. The Blazers, man. Blazers probably the right side. Now that I think about it, that I was already leaning that way. Now that I think about it, they have double revenge. They've lost the last 6 games versus the Thunder, guys. So Thunder are 6-0 straight up and against the spread last 6 versus the Blazers. They've won both meetings this year as well. So they won by 2 points and they won by 3 points in OKC. This is when the Blazers probably finally get some revenge. Blazers full game should get there, in my opinion, guys. I'd add that as a third top lean, in my opinion, man. If I'm betting today, I'm taking Sixers first quarter for full game, really trifecta spot. I'm taking Mavs first quarter, full game, should be a trifecta spot on the money line. Blazers full game -3. I think those are 3 games, really strong feels. 3 spots where those teams are fucking coming today. That's what I'm looking at. I lean Clippers as well with the revenge. They got the rest advantage and revenge. Would like to have Kawhi out there, but Giannis might sit the fucking game out. You never know, man. You never know. But I lean Clippers there with the revenge. They had to get outscored by 10 points in the last game on the road in the fourth quarter for them to lose that one by 1. You see what I'm saying? No, I don't hate the Kings. I love the Kings. I've made a lot of money with the Kings, in my opinion, man. Can't put my money. You can bet whatever you want, Rick. Bet whatever you want, guys. I'm not here to tell people exactly what they like, but and the fanboys be coming out as well. That's why sometimes I mean stop arguing with people. Some people really just be a fan of their team so much that they can't even see anything else. But in my opinion, no beam is getting lit tonight, and I personally believe that the Kings could possibly miss the playoffs, guys. Sitting in third seed right now, they're just in all. I just here bring you facts, guys. The Kings are not the third best team in the West. They will not be a top 6 team in the West, guys. So they're probably going to be in the play-in tournament. That's just all. You could be a fan of the team or whatever, but I'm just telling you how it is, my guys. The West has got really tricky. The Suns are going to come up now. The Clippers are going to come up now substantially. The Nuggets still going to be up there. You see what I'm saying? The Lakers are about to come up now. The Mavs are about to come up. Some of these, the Jazz are sliding all the way down. The Kings, they're gonna slide down. Their defense isn't that good, guys. It's just facts, man. But they're in a horrible spot tonight. Like I say, one more time, top looks on the card. Sixers first quarter, full game should be a trifecta spot. Mavs first quarter, full game should be a trifecta spot. Blazers full game minus the 3, in that one, and then a lean Clippers, lean Wolves, lean Raptors first quarter, full game. Heat team total over and the over in that game, and that's about it in that one. We'll be live once again at 1 p.m. Eastern, guys, with Steve Merrill. You see what I'm saying? But it's all love here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat watching the show. Hit the like button. If you really like the show, hit the like button, my guys. You could join the channel as well. Become a member. I will be giving out some picks tonight for sure, for tomorrow's game. No college basketball, all that good stuff, man. So let's get some cash, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will win, my guys. We out. It's cash.